Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Wednesday, July 29th, 2026. Before I jump into the charts, I do want to mention that on Tuesday, wickedstocks.com put out a stock pick on Innovis. I don't know if it's corporation. Yeah, it is Innovis Corporation. They are a medical technology company. That's all I'm going to say. But we put out a stock pick, not a stock pick buy recommendation because we haven't fully met the criteria, but we are so close. I'm not going to go into it. You can check it all out for free by going to wickedstocks.com and taking advantage of our 2-week free trial, in which case you will also receive our daily NVIDIA, daily SPY, daily Triple Q, 2 stock picks a week, etc., etc. So, daily Tesla for Wednesday, July 29th. I'd mentioned how last Thursday we gapped really below this long-term channel bottom at 373.37 and continued south, obviously closing the week last week below this structure. We'd mentioned that if we close below this channel bottom, we've been mentioning this for weeks, that you can anticipate pretty quickly. I was mentioning 1 to 2 months with more recent volatility, this 291.81 to 300.90 region. Now, we tested that clearly on Tuesday. 300.69 was the low. We came off of it very slightly. And overall, still anticipating 227.47, quite possibly by the end of the year. And if we were to close this week, Friday, below 291.81, I think by the end of September, we should see 227.47, where you could bottom pick this market through the rest of the year. But we're nowhere near that just yet. We came off of that 300.90 support. Let me just mention that 291.81 is a wave count that is based on the same data that the channel bottom at 300.90 is, and it is nothing more than the distance between A and B is the same as the distance between C and 291.81. So this is a range, and it is narrowing weekly. 300.90 descending channel bottom is dropping every week, so this narrows and narrows and narrows. But if we did close this week once again below 291.81, it is play the short side of the market through August, through into September. Over that time frame, expecting 227.47, where all shorts can be covered through the rest of the year. And 227.47, as I've been saying, is really the beginning of this wide zone where you can scale into a long-term, long position, investment grade support down here that may well contain selling through the rest of the decade. So that is the downside coverage. Upside, we still have 316.86. It's actually done a decent job of containing buying pressure so far this week. It's just an intraday resistance level. I don't really want to commit to more than that because it is so close to this support that we tested yesterday, which is far more meaningful. But if we do close today above 316.86, I see that as a good low for the week. This 331.32 formation, then likely, I'm going to say by Friday's close, 331.32 can contain buying into possibly through next week, and we can fall back into the low 300 region or the upper 290s because 300.90 is dropping weekly within a full week of trade. So if you're looking for a 3 to 5 day swing trade, you may have entered one yesterday, bottom picking 300.90. I've been mentioning how 331.32 can be considered a 3 to 5 day swing trade to the upside, and that the 2 to 3 week swing trade can be considered 354.98, which is this former channel bottom. This structure may well contain buying through August if tested over the next couple of weeks, and we can fall away from there into September. And you could also consider 354.98 the beginning of a wide zone up to 373.37 that can contain buying for the rest of the year, and below which, well, we've already tested our first target, so below which we can by the end of the year test 227.47, which is once again likely by the end of September if we close this week below 291.81. Let's get back to the upside for the day. We've got that 316.86, that long-term trend line. If we close above it, 331.32 likely by Friday, where we could top out well into next week and fall away. If you're in a 3 to 5 day swing trade right now to the long side, you can take profits at 331.32 and even play the short side back into the 290s, closing above 331.32, which is not going to happen today. But if it did, we enter another 3 to 5 day buy signal, a 3 to 5 day swing trade up to 354.98, which is a 2 to 3 week target now anyway, holding above 300.90, that midterm support that we tested actually on Wednesday's activity. We dipped into this zone, tested this channel bottom, the beginning of a wide zone down to 291.81. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that needs to be said. Closing above 316.86, good low for the week. By Friday, we test 331.32. Closing above 331.32 over the next 3 to 5 days, we continue on to 354.98, where we enter a meaningful zone of resistance that ends at 373.37 and can contain buying for the rest of the year. I think that pretty much rounds it out. I am going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe, check out wickedstocks.com. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Thursday's Tesla report. You have a great day.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity.
Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.